and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Nicole and I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark, and today I'm going to talk about some Poshmark hacks that I bet you didn't know that you can do. These are going to help you have some success on the platform, so hopefully you like this video and hopefully these will also bring you some good sales, because I know we are all in desperate need of sales right now. Okay, so the first one, I see a lot of people asking how to send an offer on an item that you already sent an offer on, or maybe the offer expired and the buyer wants you to resend the offer, or maybe you've sent it, and you made a mistake and so you need to resend it. There are so many different cases of why this would be useful to know how to do, and it's not so straightforward because if you use offer to liker, you can't use the same offer, otherwise it's not going to allow you to do that. How you get rid of an active offer is you change the size of an item, so you go in to edit the listing and then change the size, and then any offer that you'll have on that item will actually go away, and then you could just resend the offer. Now, if you want to send the same offer that you already sent via offer to liker, you have to go through the bundle and send a bundle offer, because it's not going to allow you to use the offer to liker like I mentioned. So you would just go into their bundle, add the item to their bundle, and then send an offer that way. You could send the exact same offer, or you can send a different offer, whatever you prefer to do. But this is how you can send an offer for an item that, maybe somebody missed the offer on, or maybe you sent the wrong offer. I actually had someone the other day that actually told me that they missed my prior offer on the shoes that they wanted to buy, and so I resent them the offer and they were able to purchase. So this is handy, and a lot of people don't know that you can do this, and so I just figured I would put this out there because I see so many people asking how to do it. Okay, so the next one is to really pay attention to how you're pricing your items. So this is something I discovered kind of by accident once, where I was going through the filters and filtering on different pricing. And basically, if you put your pricing on a, number such as 50, 100, 25, or numbers like that, it's going to actually make the item show up in double searches, because basically it's on the high and the low end of each category. So basically, $1 to $25, and then $25 to $50, and then $50 to $100, and so on. So that number is going to show up both searches, so it's best to place your prices on those whole numbers if you can. Now, I know a lot of people think, oh, if I price it at 24, it looks better than 25, but really it's only $1 difference, and I think this is going to help you show up in more searches, so I think it's better to just do this. So if you are going to be within a couple dollars of those prices, definitely just mark it at those. And like I said, you could always discount, but it just really helps the items show up in more searches. And really, like I said, we all kind of need more visibility. So anything that's going to help us get more visibility on the platform is a great thing to do. Okay, so this next one is something that I see so many people ask how you can do, and I finally figured out a good solution for how to do it. So basically, a lot of people ask, when they have to relist an item, how do they check how long an item has been listed for? And up until this day, I really said that there wasn't that many good options. Now you can, download the inventory report, and it's a little bit kind of, cumbersome to have to go through and do, and then you have to scroll through all your listings. So the easiest way, and I can't even believe I didn't know this, or maybe it's a new feature, I don't even know, but if you have Poshmark VA, which a lot of you do, and if you don't, you could always sign up for it. It's great. It really helps you with your, shares and stuff. But if you have Poshmark VA, you can basically just click on your listings when you're going to relist them, and it will tell you when the item was listed. It'll tell you the list date. So it's like, instead of having to worry, like, oh, I don't know what day I listed the item, I don't know if it's been 60 days, you can just easily find the list date. And I was like, I don't know why Poshmark doesn't publicize this like, Poshmark VA does, but it really makes it easy to determine how long an item has been sitting for. Now, again, I talked about this in a recent video, but Poshmark VA doesn't use only the copy listing feature for items that have been sitting for longer 60 days. Now, before it was doing this, but now it'll relist any item that has been sitting in your closet, and it uses making a brand new listing from the old listing. So you can relist an item that has been sitting for a week or 90 days. It doesn't really matter the time frame. And so I really like this, because what I've been doing recently, and I think this is kind of helping just give my whole closet a refresh, is to basically just go through each category. And so, like, for example, I do purses on top of my closet. and I relist my purses in a day, and then the next day I'll move to shoes, which is the next category. And I just really think this helps get a whole refresh, like I said, and a lot of those items, I list at different times, but it's just good to get a refresh of items. And so using this tool really helps you be able to do that, because before you weren't able to do that, otherwise the items wouldn't show up in the new items feed. So this is a great hack and a great way to relist your items, whether they've been listed for a while or not. Get a refresh on those items, and you could see what date something was listed. If you really want to stick to the, only relisting things that have been listed for longer than 60 days, you could do that by just looking at your Poshmark VA tool, and it'll tell you when an item was listed. And also keep in mind that Poshmark VA will relist for you, and it kind of does the calculation. So you just plug in relist anything that has been listed longer than 60 days, and it will do it for you. But if you really want to know the list date for an item, if you're keeping track for your own sake, this is a great way to determine the list date. Okay, another way to earn extra cash on the platform, like maybe you are a buyer and a seller and you want to be able to purchase things, or maybe you just want some extra cash coming in on the platform. There are great ways to earn money through the platform that you wouldn't actually think, not just making sales. So I've talked about the campaigns in another video, and while they don't have those that frequently, it is always good to keep checking those to see if they've, put any campaigns out there. Those are just nice to be able to do because it's just free cash. But I will say you have to be able to use those credits on Poshmark. So they're not just cash that you can take and cash out of the app. You have to use those on Poshmark. But the other way to get some good credits on the platform, which I really didn't think about for the longest time, was actually just how to, get some free referrals. So just by promoting your closet handle, which is your referral link on Poshmark, you can get people to sign up for Poshmark with your handle. And if they make their first purchase, you get $10 credit. And at first I was like, not a lot of people are going to use my handle to sign up. I don't really have anyone that wants to sign up. I started finding out that just by putting my handle and my, my closet all over the place, people sign up with my handle, which is weird because I don't really promote it that often. But I've actually had a decent amount of people sign up using my link, and it'll show you how many people have actually cashed out and made their first purchase, or just the people that are pending. And a lot of people's pendings are very large. They have a large amount of money that's sitting there because people haven't made a purchase. But I feel like a lot of people don't know that you can earn money from doing this. So I just highly recommend always putting your handle out there to promote to your family and friends, promote to anyone that you know that wants to join Poshmark, and you can get a free $10 for it. And there also is a benefit to the buyer as well for doing that. But yeah, keep in mind, these things are a great way to earn extra cash. I've actually spent, I made purchases using the money I've earned from referrals and also campaigns. So it's just a great way to earn extra money, and who doesn't want to earn some extra money? And now, speaking of referrals, another hack that a lot of people don't think to do that I actually tried on my own, because at the time of wanting to become a Poshmark ambassador, I was kind of desperate for a referral. Now I look back and I kind of laugh because I have, a decent amount, but you have to get one referral to get a Poshmark ambassador status, and a lot of people, don't know how to. They don't know how. They don't have anyone to give their link to, or they don't know who to give their link to, or they just want to get that Poshmark ambassador status because you get some extra perks by doing that. But they didn't know how to get that one referral. And the easiest and quickest way to get that referral is to just use a different email of your own, or your partner's, or a friend, and just have them sign up for Poshmark with your link, using their email or your own email if you have multiple emails. I know I do, so it's really easy to do that. And you just have to create the account. You don't actually have to make a purchase or anything. Just create the account, and then you'll get that referral, and then you could become a Poshmark ambassador. So instead of trying to figure out how to get a referral or anything like that, I just created my own separate account on Poshmark, and it really came in handy, and I was able to get that Poshmark ambassador status very quickly. So if you are still looking to become a Poshmark ambassador, definitely check this out and see. Maybe it will actually help you get there quicker than you thought, because that's typically the only thing that people really struggle with, is just getting that referral, because it's really hard to do. And the last hack I'm going to talk about is something I don't see a lot of people talking about, but it actually generally helps. And if you find that your item is sitting for a very long time and you're relisting it and it's not selling, and you really don't know what to do to make it sell, you're lowering the price, you're changing up the words, you're adding tags, stuff like that, the best thing that I could recommend you do is actually switch up the cover photo. Now, a lot of people don't think to do this, and honestly, I still am not that good at this. I need to remember to do this more often. But when you relist an item, really think, how long has this item been sitting? How can I style this item better in a cover photo? And just maybe retake the angle, maybe retake the shot and put it in a better light, or make sure the item is highlighted better. There are so many ways you can improve the cover photo, and you'd be so surprised how quickly an item will sell by just doing this. And it really doesn't take a lot of time to do because you're only taking one photo, you already have all the listing photos. And so I really recommend the next time you relist an item, now I relist every single day, so I recommend doing this more often. But if you have items that have been really sitting for a long time and you can't figure out how to get them to sell, definitely try switching up that cover photo, and it actually might sell pretty quick. You might be really surprised. Okay, so I hope these hacks were helpful for you. I've actually been accumulating this list for a couple weeks now, and I really think these are going to be helpful for people. So let me know down below which of these you're going to start implementing, or which ones you've already started to implement. And also let me know if you have any other hacks that, you think are really good that other people can learn from, because I always love having like a comment section where people can talk and learn from each other, because I just think that's a great way to, bounce off ideas and help each other out. If you want to see another video on, kind of how slow sales have been and the discouraging feeling and like what I'm doing about it, you can click right here. And if you want to see a video on features that you should be using on Poshmark that'll help you have some success on the platform, you could click right here. But until next time, I will see you then.